Hey guys, well, bought another eyeshadow palette. I mean, it's laughable at this point, right? Yeah, well, anyway, Black Friday came around, Cyber Monday, but more Black Friday. Natasha Denona had a sale on her website, and I've wanted this palette for so long. I really have. I saw it, loved it, but I didn't want to pay $129 for it, I think is what it was. So when it was on sale for $85 or $89, I can't remember, I just had to grab it. So it's the Biba palette. Look how pretty this is, you guys. All neutral, it says. If that's not me in a palette, what is? Oh, how pretty. It's so gorgeous. Let me show you. So pretty, you guys. So pretty. I mean, obviously, this is not a new palette. You've probably seen it before. But I'm just so excited to have it in my collection. I cannot even begin to tell you. I mean, like, this is just... Oh, just so good. It's so good. So, I'm not going to swatch it since it's not a new palette. Nobody needs to see swatches, but this is my first larger palette. Now she does have some different size larger palettes, if I'm making any sense. My chair is absolutely killing me. I hate how it pops and cracks and all that stuff, but at the same time, it's more comfortable than the other chair I have, and it pops and cracks too. So I digress. But here is the smaller palette. Ooh, same amount of shadows, just smaller pans. So this is my beloved Glam on top, and then this is the Biba on the bottom. So I just have to play. I'm so stinking excited. You just have no idea. You have no idea. All right, so let's get to it, shall we? I've admired it long enough. I even have clean brushes to play with. Nice and clean. All right, so I think I'm gonna start. You know, I used to do this all the time, and I've not done it in a while, so I'm gonna just go ahead and do it. I'm gonna take this shade here called Tusk, and I'm gonna dip in with my fluffy brush, and I'm gonna set my whole lid. Do I need to do this? Not necessarily, but I noticed when I did it before, a long time ago, it's been quite a while, my eyeshadow would blend just so beautifully on my eye, and I just loved it. So that's what we're going to do. Okay, next I'm going to take this shade here, and it's called Freckle. This is going to be my transition shade. And blend it out beautifully. All right, so this is actually a cream to powder formula, and it's called Rayon, and I'm gonna take that and put it in my outer corner. I'm gonna take the same brush I've been using, and I'm just gonna kind of stamp it there and then blend. I love my Glam palette. Absolutely, like first love from Natasha Denona. But I can see this climbing the ladder. I love my Glam, I can't even talk. I love my Glam face palettes too. I like the light and the dark. So yeah, I just love everything. There's not much I don't love. I just want to put every shade on my eye. That's my problem. Okay, I'm going to take this shade right here called Shine. Oh my gosh, how pretty. I'm going to take it on my finger. Gosh, it's so pretty. Gorgeous. And then I'm going to take this shade here, and it's called Monroe. Do I have that in another palette? I feel like I might. And just because I can, I'm going to take a little bit of rustic right here. My chair is killing me. I'm so sorry. I know it has to be annoying for you guys too. And I'm just going to put that on the outer corner. Why not, you know? I was going to say there's nothing in this world that makes me happier than makeup. But that would be an understatement, a bad statement. There are very few things in this world that make me as happy as makeup. Of course, there are things that do. But I just love it so much. Like, it just, makeup never lets you down, you know? Like, yeah, you can mess up a look or something, but wipe it off and start over and you're good. So these cream to powder formulas are great for liner. So I'm going to show you how to do that. I'm going to take a liner brush and dip in. So, I don't know why I tapped off. It's a cream to powder. I'm losing my mind. So I did it with that. I did it in my dark face palette review video. It's not a review. I don't know why I say review. And I didn't execute it very well. So let me try this again. So I'm just going to kind of gently do a wing. See, I don't normally take it out as much as I did in that dark palette. After I finished that video and I was looking at it, I was like, oh my gosh, Whitney, what did you do? So I just like to take it out, you know, just a little, not very much. So, and on this, what I like to do, instead where I don't have a bottom lash line necessarily to guide me, I will take and use my where I take the makeup wipe and like clean up. Or you can still use your bottom lash line. You can just, you know, kind of do a little maneuvering and like line it up and it'll still work. But I just like to have a smaller wing. So don't laugh too hard at my wings from that video. And if you're new to liner and it's something you just want to kind of get into gently, this is the best way to do it, because a eyeshadow, even black, is going to be a lot softer than like a harsh liner, a liquid liner. So just FYI on that, and it just works beautifully. Even the cream to powder. And if you do it and it's still not black enough for you, then just go over it with your liquid line. But if something happened and I wanted to clean that up a little bit, all I had to do is take my fingernail, and even if you don't have a fingernail, it'll still work. And then you just kind of follow along the line there, as straight as you can, and it just cleans it up a bit. So it's very simple. And really, it's best to do before you put on the rest of your makeup, so that you can clean it up this way and you don't have to put a lot of concealer under your eyes. There you go. All right, so let me do my face. I'll be right back and we'll finish the bottom lashes together. Okay, so I'm out of breath. I used my Touch and Soul primer. I used ColourPop Pretty Fresh foundation. I used a mixture of two concealers, Flower Beauty Light Illusion and the Rare Beauty concealer. I used my Soul Body bronzer, cream bronzer, and to set my under eyes, I used the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless. I'm sorry, I'm out of breath. I was trying to hurry. What else did I do? For brows, I used NYX Micro Brow, Juvia's Place Brow Pen, and Gimme Brow from Benefit. And then I used my Victoria Beckham Satin Cajal Liner in my waterline. I did put a coat of my Fenty Beauty mascara on my top lashes. And for lips, I put my Melted Matte Cinnamon Bun on. I think, yeah, Cinnamon Bun. And then I put a little bit of Nakey Nakey from Lorelei Los Angeles in the middle, just to give it a little dimension. I think that's all I've done. I'm pretty sure. Oh, I use my Rare Beauty, the Melting Blush in Nearly Neutral, and I did that underneath my powder. And for setting all over the face, I use my Kimchi Puff Puff Pass. And to set my bronzer, I use my L'Oreal Bronze Please. I believe that's all I did. I'm thinking out loud. I think that's all I did. Okay. So I've been wanting to use this in a video. I've had it for a little bit. I've used it already, but I've just not had a video to use it in because I've had other stuff. So anyway, I picked up the Lorelei Los Angeles Blush Aesthetic Palette. I have to say that very slowly because I can't speak. But it's very cute packaging, by the way. I love the packaging on it. And here is the actual palette. I've already got something on it. It's been in my everyday makeup bag, so that's why I'm just a big mess. But here is the actual palette itself, all the shades, so beautiful. This is a highlight, but she said you can also use it as a blush topper. I have used it as a highlight. It's a bit dark for me, but I can still pull it off. I like those golden highlights, so I don't like a beaming highlight. But I think there are some very beautiful shades in here. I like the variety in here. At first I was kind of like, did she just kind of repeat Manny's palette? And I hated to be that way, but they're friends. So obviously, you know, they kind of like the same things. And so I was like, is it just a repeat? And I love this palette. I do. But why would I need two? And of course I have a ton of makeup, so what does it matter? But there is a lot of differences in these two, and I'm happy to have both. This is $28. This one's $48, $42. I can't remember, but this one's a lot cheaper. So anyway, I'm going to use this one today. I did use the Nearly Neutral underneath, and I do want to say kind of tone down a bit. This Bridal Pink, it almost looks very very skin tone, I guess, is what I'm trying to say for me. But you can build it beautifully, and it just gives a very nice flush. So it looks a lot lighter than it actually is when it goes on, and that's the case with some of these, with basically all of them. So what am I going to use today? I feel like I want to use this. I know it's deep, and I'm going to go in with a very, very light hand. I have a heater down here now, so if you hear that, I apologize. I've not even checked the videos that I've done with the couple. I think it was just this one and another one I did with the heater. So if you hear it, I do apologize. I try to get a quiet one, but it gets cold. Anyway, it sits over here on this side, and so this is so warm over here. My brushes are warm. Anyway, so I think I'm going to use this and a little, maybe, should I do the Bridal Pink? Should I mix those two? I think I'm going to do this one and a little bit of this one. So sangria and caramel cream. So this one and this one. And when I say a little bit, I mean a little bit. Very little. See what I mean? And then I'm just going to take the powder brush I used and just kind of diffuse it a bit so it's not super, super bright. See how that toned it down? Then I'm going to go into Golden Haze, and I'm going to use that for highlighter. And I think it looks beautiful, honestly. It's a very subtle highlight where I am a lighter skin tone, but I still love it. And like, you can make any of these like a very glowy blush, just putting that over top of it, or you can use it as a highlight, whatever you prefer. But I love this palette. I love the aesthetics. I think it's actually absolutely a great name for the palette, and it's absolutely gorgeous. So totally love this, and it has been in my everyday makeup bag. So again, that's almost like my purse. Top shelf. All right, so let's finish these eyes and we will be done. So we're going back to the Biba palette, and I'm gonna take this Spot shade, going back with the liner brush, and this is a black, although I did line with a dark brown. I'm still going to use this, and I'm going to push it up as close to the lash line as possible. I think I'm going to take Freckle, and I'm going to smudge that with it. I did go back in with the black and touch it up on top as well, just FYI. And then I think I'm going to take Monroe and put it in this inner corner here. And on the brow bone. I thought for sure I had Monroe in another palette, but actually it's the shade Shine that I have in this one. This is the Pink palette. This was a BoxyCharm exclusive, I believe. So this is the Shine shade. This is what I put on the middle of my lid. Either way, I'm super excited to have this palette in my life. I love this palette. New favorite. New favorite. I'm gonna be using this quite a bit. I love this palette. I'm so excited. I got it for, what did I get it for? 30% off, 40% off, I can't even remember. Anyway, I got it for a lot cheaper than the original price. That's the important part here. So that's why I'm so excited. But yeah, I'm so happy to have this in my collection. This is the one that I was going to get originally. Like when I first was going to, you know, buy a Natasha Denona palette, this is the one I wanted. And then I looked at the price and I was like, no, no thank you. But now my love for Natasha outweighs anything. I love this. I love it so much. So if she does any more sales or anything like that, I highly encourage you to grab this palette. She's discontinuing or retiring a lot of her palettes, a lot of the older palettes. I don't know if that's just in preparation for new ones or why she's doing that. But if you want to grab it before it's gone, I'm not saying that it is going anywhere, but just in case she decides she wants to retire this one, I suggest grabbing it if it goes on sale. You're not trying to cause panic and pandemonium over it, saying that it is going away, because I don't know that. Alright, so I threw some lashes on. These are my Michaela and Glam Light Code Orange lashes. I love these so much. They're like some of the best. I love Glam Light lashes. If you ever have thought about trying them, I say go for it. Okay, so thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Sorry it was another Natasha Denona palette, but that's just what I like. And it's neutral, and that's what I like too. So I hope you guys enjoyed it nonetheless. And I love the look I was able to create with it. I love the palette. I'm going to be using it time and time again, I can already tell you. And I'm just so excited to have it in my collection. So thank you so much for tuning in to this video. I appreciate you guys, and for you guys to watch these videos means a lot. And just thank you so much for all your support. It means the world. So I hope you're having a great day. I hope you are staying safe, happy, and healthy, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.